Good morning, and how are you doing? It is a beautiful, beautiful Wednesday morning, a happy health Wednesday. And yes, I know the first vita tunapigana leo ni ya kutokuwa for the longest time, but we are back and we are doing it like we've not done it before. Now, welcome to Impact Dialogues. I am your host, Ruth Wanjiru, and for you who has missed us, I have missed you too. And for you who has not seen us in a while, tumekuwa around. We've just been strategizing and doing a lot to make sure that Impact Dialogues create impacts in your life, in your society, and across the nations. Now, good morning. We would like to start with our check-in. Labda mulisahau na routine. The routine is always checking in and telling us where you're watching us from and telling us your health tip of the day. Today is Health Wednesday, and as always, we get to look at matters of health. We get to demystify a few issues concerning health. Now, today we don't have a guest. Today it is just me and you. You are my guest for today. You are my guest for today. So this is going to be us. It is going to be you and me, an us moment. And I do hope that you are ready for this. So my numbers are on your screen. That is 0711 176 006. Make sure you text me. Make sure you call me. Make sure you WhatsApp me. No, niambie good morning. I would like to see as many good mornings as possible hapo. Niambie, how was your weekend? How did your week start? It is on Wednesday. Tushafika katikati ya wiki. Have you achieved anything? How has your health been, by the way? I think that should be the number one question, right? How has your health been? We are also live on all our social media platforms. We are live on Facebook. That is the Oracle Television Network, and on YouTube, the Oracle Television Network. So make sure pia wale wa YouTube na Facebook unaniwachia hapo comment, unaniambia good morning Ruth, here is my health tip of the week. And also I have got a special show lined up just for you. Why do I say this? Because today is actually a very special day. In our Today in History, we are going to be looking at something quite interesting, something that is normal. You see, some of these things that are just normal, lakini we just ignore. Ni ile kitu unaonanga inafaa kufanyiwa, lakini because it is something that is done each and every time, unapata una ignore. Ama kama siku ignore, inakupita tu. It just keeps your mind. Oh, maybe you might be doing it, but you might be doing it without knowledge. Not that it's a bad thing though, but we are going to be looking into that. And of course, stay tuned for our traffic updates, weather updates, as well as our main topic of the day, including our riddle of the day. You cannot afford to miss that. And so far, I still have a record, by the way, of not giving any gifts. I always have a gift, but lakini amtakangi zawadi yangu, because so far no one has won any of our riddles. No one has gotten it correct, but let me hope someone is going to be lucky today, and let me hope someone is going to grab my gift today. And I see tushaanza kuingia. Thank you so much for those of you who are coming in. Do continue sending in your check-ins. Then after the weather updates, after the traffic updates, we are going to be reading some of them. Miona mshaanza kuingiza. Thank you so much. Looks like tulikuwa tumemisiana. So, and without any much further ado, allow us to get our weather updates of the day. So here we go. Welcome back. So weather updates. Let me start with coastal region, and watu wa kule Mombasani, watu wa Kilifi, watu wa Kwale, tuna watu wa Lamu, watu wa Taita Taveta na Tana River. Sijui kama kuna kaunti nimeacha nyuma. Ikiwa nimeacha kaunti yako nyuma, ni vizuri kuniambia, ndio wakati ujao nisikuje kuiacha nyuma, tusome sisi wote, si ndio? But the coastal region, here is how your weather looks like. So So it's going to be warm and humid throughout the day. What does this mean? That today you're expecting a very, very warm weather, and of course your temperatures are going to be a bit high. So the mornings we are going to be having 25 degrees Celsius, lows, and 27 degrees Celsius, and it's going to be partly sunny. That is in the mornings. Then in the afternoons, these temperatures are going to rise up because we are going to be having them ranging in between 30 to 32 degrees Celsius, and it is going to be mostly sunny in the afternoon, and we are going to be having occasional clouds as well. Then in the evening, the temperatures are going to drop because we are going to be having them ranging in between 26 degrees Celsius to 28 degrees Celsius. And then there's going to be this light breeze and very clear skies. Light breeze. I love that for you Mombasa people. Light breeze. Iyo nilo usiku nenda tu unabarizi kwenye upepo wa usiku. And of course, I expect a lot of heat today, and there's going to be moisture buildup, especially in beach areas. The weather is going to remain humid today. Hao ni watu wa Mombasani, all right? We move on ahead. We look at the Rift Valley region. Now, the Rift Valley region, niko na counties kadhaa hapa. I do have Nakuru County, I do have Baringo County, I also do have Kericho County, I have Bomet County, I have Uasin Gishu, Elgeyo Marakwet, niko na Nandi, Narok, Kajiado, Laikipia, Turkana, West Pokot, and Samburu. That is the Rift Valley region. Again, if I've not mentioned your county, ni vizuri kuniambia pia. And the weather today is going to have, you're going to have cool mornings. And I think that is what you're experiencing right now because it is still in the morning hours, okay? And then it's going to be sunny to partly cloudy afternoons. That is in the Rift Valley regions. Let's look at your temperatures. And this morning, your temperatures are ranging in between 13 degrees Celsius to 17 degrees Celsius. And it's misty in the highlands. And also in the afternoon, these temperatures are going to rise, and they are going to be ranging between lows of 23 degrees Celsius and of course highs of 27 degrees Celsius. And then there's going to be chances of scattered showers in a few counties. These include Nakuru, Kericho, and Narok as well, all right? And then in the evening, temperatures are going to drop, and you expect cooler temperatures, and they are going to be ranging between 15 degrees Celsius and 18 degrees Celsius, and occasional thunderstorms possible in the central Rift Belt. That is Nakuru County and Kericho County as well. Hao ni watu wa the Rift Valley region. Now, allow me to swiftly move to the next region, that is the Central Highlands. This is Nairobi, Kiambu, we have Murang'a, Twina Nyeri, Kirinyaga, Embu, Meru, Nyandarua, and Tharaka Nithi. So how does your weather look like today? So we are going to be having mild mornings, warm afternoons, and mostly cloudy skies, all right? Now, in the mornings, your temperatures are a bit, let's say, reasonable because 17 degrees Celsius highs and 14 degrees Celsius lows, and then it's going to be cloudy with low visibility in valleys. You're a bit cloudy with low visibility. Nilo nonanga, what do we call it? The fog. Uko chini, if you're somewhere top and then unangalia chini, there is that foggish thing, that foggish side. That is what will be happening this morning, or is already happening this morning. And in the afternoon, these temperatures are going to rise. Highs of 27 degrees Celsius and lows of 25 degrees Celsius. And it's going to be partly sunny, all right? And then in the afternoon, we are going to be having a very cool and breezy weather with temperatures ranging between 16 to 19 degrees Celsius. And Nairobi is expected to experience light clouds, but no significant rainfall expected. Watu wa Nairobi hoe, hatutanyeshewa leo. All right, and then we look at western or the Lake Basin region. So we have Kisumu, Homa Bay, Siaya, Migori, Kakamega, and then we have Vihiga, Bungoma, and Busia. And before I read this, by the way, watu wa Busia mulienda wapi? It has been a long time since I heard from people of Busia. Watu wa Busia, talk to me this morning and tell me, how are you people doing? Na mulienda wapi? What is happening? But the first things first, right? We check at your weather this morning. So today, it is going to be warm and humid in the western region, and there's going to be a possibility of afternoon thunderstorms. But morning, hazy sunshine. Right now, they're experiencing that, and then the temperatures are a bit higher than Nairobi and the Central Highlands, because their temperatures this morning are ranging between 20 to 23 degrees Celsius, and then in the afternoon, these temperatures are actually going to rise. All right, but there's going to be scattered rain showers and thunderstorms in some of the counties. All right, but in the afternoon, temperatures are going to rise as high as 32 degrees Celsius, and then in the evening they are going to drop as low as 21 degrees Celsius, and it's going to be a cloudy evening. All right, and then localized storms are likely around Kisumu, Homa Bay in the late afternoon. So in the late afternoon, watu wa Kisumu Dala, you can expect that as well. Na pia watu wa Homa Bay. Then we look at the other region. The other region is the eastern region. All right, Machakos, Kitui, Makueni, Meru, Tharaka Nithi, Embu, Isiolo. It's going to be sunny and dry with occasional clouds. I think this is the first region in nimesikia leo itakuwa dry, but this morning your temperatures are as high as 22 degrees Celsius, but it is mostly clear. Then in the afternoon they are going to rise as high as 33 degrees Celsius. Expect a very sunny day today. And we always say, and because it is Well Health Wednesday, tunasemanga, when the day is sunny, when the day is a little bit too hot to handle, make sure that you hydrate and dehydrate and rehydrate. Make sure you take as much water as possible. Take enough water to carry you throughout the day. But in the evening, eastern region, in the evening they are going to drop as low as 20 degrees Celsius, and it's going to be a very mild evening. All right, then dry air is going to be to dominate throughout the day in all the counties that are in the eastern region, and no major rainfall is expected today kwa watu wa eastern region. Then we look at northeastern, and these are faraway counties. Tuko na Garissa, tuko na Wajir, Mandera, Marsabit, and Isiolo North. All right, and hot and dry throughout the day. This morning they're having clear skies. Temperatures are very high, 27 degrees Celsius, and in the afternoon it's going to get extremely hot and sunny. When you hear it's going to get extremely hot and sunny, get yourself a lot of water, hydrate a lot. And then in the evening it's going to be warm and calm, so temperatures are going to drop as low as 26 degrees Celsius. And now Garissa and Mandera, for those two counties, are going to experience peak heat above 37 degrees Celsius. So what are you going to do? Stay hydrated and avoid staying in the sun during midday hours. If you can't, just avoid it, okay? That is the northeastern region. Na watu wa northeastern tunawapenda. We love you so much. Our love for you is immeasurable. Then we have northwestern region. This is Turkana, West Pokot. We have parts of Baringo and also parts of Samburu County. Of course, it's going to be hot and dry with very hot sun. It's going to be hot. Oh my gosh, it's going to be hot. And then the temperatures are going to be as high as 37 degrees Celsius during the day. Very hot. So again, make sure you hydrate. And then they are going to drop in the evening as low as 28 degrees Celsius, and warm winds are very likely. Okay, there is no rainfall expected, but in Turkana there is very high UV exposure expected in Turkana. That only means that you should stay hydrated very, very, very much hydrated. And that's what we have for you in our weather updates this morning. At least today I did try to capture each and every county. Na kama umesikia kuna county nimeruka, nikumbushe mapema ndo best, ndo tukuangalie so that we can know how the weather looks like. Why do we do this? It is good to know how your day is going to turn out. Usiku umebeba trench coat kubwa, alafu kwe uko Garissa na jua itakuwa kali. Hiyo trench coat itafanya usweat. Sawa sawa. That is our weather updates. Once again, if you're just joining us, this is the Impact Dialogues with me, Ruth Wanjiru. And I am so happy to be having you with me this morning. It is Health Wednesday, so I'm still waiting for your health tips of the day. And I see a lot of messages. A lot of messages have come in. And I'm going to read them. I promise you I'm going to read them. But first of all, let us check our traffic updates. Here's our traffic updates. Lakini before nianze na traffic updates, mimi nataka muniambie vita ya kikombe yangu inakuanga wapi? Because I just saw a message right here at hoping this time umerudi na generosity ya kahawa. Surely hata hajaniambia amenimiss, but it's well, it's all good. So let's check at our traffic flow this morning. Let me start on Ngong Road. And Ngong Road is always the busiest road in the morning. Ngong Road na Mombasa Road, I have never known why, but hizo barabara mbili, if you miss your timing, you can stay kwa barabara for the longest time. But Ngong Road is looking quite good this morning, but there's a little bit of delay, especially pale Prestige Mall. There's a bit of a snarl up if you're using Ngong Road coming to town. If you're using Ngong Road and you're coming to town, expect a 5 to 25 minutes delay. All right, that is because I see there's a snarl up pale Prestige Mall, and then pale Daystar when you're coming to the CBD, pia kuna a little bit of snarl up as well. Jogoo Road. Now, Jogoo Road, there is a bit of a snarl up pale Jogoo Road, especially pale City Stadium. I don't know, the traffic starts from Makadara. That's it, Makadara, all the way to City Stadium. There's a bit of a snarl up there. And of course, delay, it's a 20 minutes delay. Actually, 10 to 20 minutes delay if you're coming to town as well. That is Jogoo Road. Let me see another road we have here. So we do have Thika Road, and Thika Road is not looking as busy this morning. I only see there's a bit of a snarl up pale Githurai, then TRM, a bit of a snarl up, then Muthaiga, a bit of a snarl up, but not that much of a delay, a bit of a snarl up as well as you're coming into town. So delay expected 10 to 15 minutes because it's not that heavy, all right? That is Thika Road. Kiambu Road, I see Kiambu Road, Kiambu Road around DCI. It says that the road is temporarily closed. I have no idea why. Let me try and find that out. But traffic situation is, it's congested this morning. Delay, expect a 15 to 20 minutes delay. All right. And then Mombasa Road, no incidents have happened this morning. Thank you. That is a very good thing. And then if you're coming to town, expect a delay of 10 to 30 minutes. That's quite a long time. 10 to 30 minutes. And because there are congestions, a bit of congestion, especially near junctions. All right. That is Mombasa Road. Let me look for another road right here. We've checked Ngong Road. We've checked Jogoo Road. We've checked Waiyaki Way. We've not checked Waiyaki Way. So Waiyaki Way, there is a bit of traffic this morning. Traffic starts from Pale Brookside is where the Westlands Expressway starts. So traffic is there and goes all the way to the Westlands roundabout and then stretches. So if you're coming to town and you're using Waiyaki Way, of course you have to pass through Uhuru Highway. There's a bit of a delay there, a 15 minutes delay. So if you're coming to town, you're using Waiyaki Way, expect a 20 minutes delay. Well, it's a bit of a delay, but anyway, we thank God. Utafika tu, usijali, utafika tu. That is Waiyaki Way. Let me see if there is another road to Meruka. There is no other road yenye to Meruka. All right. Actually, there is no. I think we've checked all the roads. Yeah, we've checked all the roads. Oh, Kiambu Road, we've checked Kiambu Road, Thika Road, and Waiyaki Way. We are good to go. I see leo hamuna stress ya barabara asubuhi. Leo hamuna stress ya barabara asubuhi. And we thank God for you. So that's it for our traffic updates, for our weather updates. And remember, as we always say, whether you're a V8 owner, whether you're a baiskeli owner, whether you are a boda owner, let us be respectful of other road users. Hata kama yeye anatumia Futsubishi na wewe unatumia Mitsubishi, it is well. It is well. Let us be respectful of each other. Wewe wa Futsubishi usiende kwa barabara, wewe wa Mitsubishi usiende kwa pedestrian walk, all right? Let us be respectful of each other, taking care that we have destinies to protect. And our drivers out there, also be careful on the roads as well, and also to our boda rider. So that's it for our weather updates and for our traffic updates. So allow me to read some of your messages kwa sababu unaona hapa tutapigana na watu vita. Tutapigana na watu vita kwa sababu mimi kwanza nataka nipigane na Wakikombe. Let me start na Wakikombe kwanza. Good morning Ruth, enyewe tumekumiss lakini hoping umerudi this time na generosity ya kushare kahawa. I'm hoping you have your cup of coffee in the morning. This is what do we say? This is a what? This is a routine. This is a culture we have here on the Impact Dialogues. We do the Impact Dialogues with your cup of coffee with you. And I have mine right here. And mine is branded, very much branded. It just says Oracle TV, the future is here. So when I'm drinking from this cup, actually, I am drinking the future. All right? Lakini usijali, hiyo mambo ya kahawa nitakuinvite one day hapa tukunywe na wewe. But thank you so much for tuning in. I have someone anasema, good morning, I'm Dagosta from Membli, Ruiru. Anasema, I'm glad to see Impact Dialogues back. Thank you so much, Dagosta. Haujatuambia siku yako imeanza aje, wiki yako imeanza aje, but it's still good, it is still well. Niko na mwingine hapa anasema, good morning, Ruth. Anthony kutoka Laikipia County, leo umemention county yetu. It's well. Leo nimemention county yako. All right. Leo umemention county yetu. Health tip of the day. Watu wa Garissa ninawajali mkunywe maji kwa wingi. All right. Watu wa Garissa mmeambiwa mkunywe maji kwa wingi. That's amazing. Thank you, Anthony. I do have someone else here, and this person anasema, good morning, Ruth. Oh, thank you so much for the compliment. Alafu anaendelea kusema, tuned in from Murang'a County. Sisi huku ni maziwa tu. Ukitaka maziwa ya kahawa wewe sema tu tunakuletea. All right, why refuse? Why refuse? Maziwa ya kahawa siwezi kataa. I will take that as well. Let me see if we have any more messages. Good morning. This is Tanasha. Natazama kutoka Karen. Love Oracle TV. Have a good day. Thank you so much. I have someone else here. Hello, Oracle TV. I'm Kelvin, watching from Machakos. My health tip of the day. Ajima way keeps obesity away. Lakini mnakuanga na jokes, but it's a good health tip, by the way. A gym a day keeps obesity away. A gym a day keeps obesity away. That's a good health tip. It's a good health tip. And good thing about working out, you don't actually have to go to a gym to work out. There's something we call home gyms. Sindio, sinaonanga watu wakifanyia gym kwao. Unafanyia kwa nyumba tu. Na naona the two dumbbells people use in my gyms. Naonanga wakitumia chupa za soda. Wengine naonanga sijui wakitumia nini. Actually, gym can come to wherever you are. But thank you so much for that health tip. A gym a day keeps obesity away. I am going to put that in one of my books. But thank you so much. Keep sending in your messages. Keep telling me where you're watching us from. And also, keep talking to me now, Nyambi. How is your health Wednesday today? And also, what is your health tip of the day? And especially today. And I want us to look at our... what happened today in history in a special way, because this is something important. And that's why when we started, I told you it is something that we do each and every single day, but we don't think it's important. I think actually wakati tulikuwa tunadhania ni important, ilikuwa wakati wa nini? Ilikuwa wakati wa corona, washing hands. And that's because today is on the 15th of October. And 15th of October, Hand Washing Day is celebrated globally. So today is the Global Hand Washing Day. And I want us to look at that, okay? Global Hand Washing Day. And I want to bring around a challenge to you, all right? And what we are going to do today, you're going to tell me how many times do you wash your hands? How often actually do you wash your hands? How often do you wash your hands? Nataka nishike watu vizuri. How often do you wash your hands? Ndio, wakati tunamalizia pale, tuone kama uko right. Alright? How oftenly do you wash your hands? Talk to me, 0711-176-006. Pale Facebook, I do see we have Miriam, okay, kidogo tu. Miriam Minjire, thank you so much. Anasema Gedho. Hii ni Gedho. Hii amerepresent watu wa Gedho. Watu wa Gedho tuko loud and clear. We do love you and we do appreciate you. Watu wa Githurai tunawapenda by the way. Gedho. Tunawapenda bure. So do continue sharing and sharing. Tell me why hand washing is important. Because that is what we are celebrating today. And part of it is because hand washing should be a daily routine. Lakini wengine wetu aktukumbukangi, and if we wash just for the sake of washing, all right? Nili unaenda kwa maji unafanya hivi alafu ushamaliza kuosha mkono. But today we are going to look deeper into it, and we are going to look at how to wash our hands. But first of all, let me hear from you. How often do you wash your hands? How oftenly do you wash your hands? That is what I want to know from you this morning. And you tell me what this day means for you. But allow me to give you just a piece of information about today. That is 15th of October. So this day, the Global Hand Washing Day, you can see that on your screen. On your screen there. So the Global International, it's an international day actually. Hand Washing Day is a day of advocacy that is dedicated to promoting hand washing with soap. All right? Sina maji peke yake, hapo ndo nakuja. Hand washing with soap as one of the most effective and affordable ways to prevent diseases and save lives. All right, it was founded by the Global Hand Washing Partnership. That was back in 2008, and is celebrated every year in October. Why does this day matter? So this day matters because hand washing with soap can reduce diarrhea diseases up to 40%. Inamaanisha it can reduce that license unapeangwa ya kudrive bila license. if you get what I'm saying. So it can reduce diarrhea diseases by up to 40%. Why? Because your hands collect a lot of germs. Your hands collect a lot of infections. And by hand washing with soap, you reduce these diseases by up to 40%. And also, number 2, it can lower respiratory infections like pneumonia by 20%, by about 20%, all right? And that is because, again, your hands collect a lot of infections. Your hands collect a lot of germs. Everywhere you touch, especially kama umepanda matatu asubuhi, you know, first thing umefanya ni kushikilia ile chuma ya pale ya matatu, ama yenye tu iko hapo, ama kiti. You don't know mwenye alikuwa ametoka akashikilia, where that person came from. So it's like us sharing germs. And us sharing what? Infections. Because nikikuja nishike hapa, na wewe ulikuwa umeshika hapa, mwingine akuja ashike hapa, and I do not wash my hands, that is what happens. We share infections. But by hand washing with soap, this can actually reduce. And proper hand hygiene helps prevent the spread of course, COVID-19. We had that in 2021, and it was, I think, the time when we washed our hands most, okay? It can also prevent flu, it can prevent cholera, typhoid, and also other infections. And it's especially vital in school. So if you're a teacher and you're watching us, because we are live on Facebook, niko sure kama kuna mwalimu anatutazama pale Facebook, ama unatutazama pale YouTube, especially in schools, hospitals, and food preparation settings. Wale hawaoshangi mchele na nyanya wakipika, mmefikiwa? Tumefikiwa, all right? And also in food preparation, it is very important, and this is why this day matters. And a big up to a lot of schools out there who are really encouraging hand washing. You do see children wash their hands, and actually in most of the schools right now, I don't know if it's because of COVID-19, in most of the schools right now we have hand washing facilities. In most of the schools actually, proper hand washing facilities. Hata kama ni zile zenye ulikuanga na kamti. You know kitambo while we're in school, there was this one kalikuwa ni chupa, and then there's a stick down, you step on the stick, and then stick opens water. It was all science, but it used to work, and then there's soap right there. And that is why this day matters. So key messages of the Global Hand Washing Day. Number one would be washing hands with soap and clean water. Clean and running water. Clean and running water. Let me go back there. Clean and running water, not just water. Why do we say this? Because you see, when you wash your hands and you're washing your hands, let's say in a basin, all right? Wewe umechukua besini yako, and you're doing it, by the way, kwa sababu it's good to wash your hands. Umechukua besini yako, umepaka sabuni, and then unatumia hiyo maji kuosha mkono. What you're doing, you're recycling germs on your hands. Why? Because ushatoa uchafu, si ndio? Hiyo uchafu ishaingia kwa maji. So by you taking that water again, it's like recycling. It's like recycling the germs. That is why it is highly advisable. If you're washing your hands, wash it using running water, all right? And of course, washing hands during, before eating and before preparing food, or while preparing food, washing your hands after using the toilet, washing your hands after, hapa ndo wengi wetu tunashikwa, after coughing, sneezing, or blowing your nose. Hapo tunashikwa kwa sababu, how many times do you wash your hands after? Achoo! Unafanya vizuri utaki kuambukiza watu mfanya achoo! Lakini after kufanya achoo, how many times do you wash your hands afterwards? That is what they are telling us here, that after coughing, after sneezing, and after blowing your nose, you are supposed to wash your hands as well. And that is the global message that is being passed around in this day, the 15th of October. That is hand washing day. And of course, after touching garbage or after touching animals, those who own pets, wale wa Tommy, na wale wa pus, after touching that pet, you're supposed to wash your hands. After touching that pet, you are supposed to clean your hands with running water, all right? Then also before and after caring for a sick person or treating a wound. You know, when you're treating someone's wound, especially before you treat that wound, make sure you wash your hands, and after you treat the wound, wash your hands as well, in case you might have touched any germs. Then how is this day celebrated? This is very important. So number one, schools and hospitals organize hygiene demonstration and competitions. I think most schools are having that today. Governments and NGOs run awareness campaigns, of course, of hand washing. I've seen that the GOK has done something. That's the government of Kenya. And then, of course, you can also do something about it by making sure people who are around you know why it is important to wash our hands. Ni vizuri kuambia mtu oshe mkono, na si kuosha mkono wakati umetoka, because most of us wash our hands when we are coming out of the washrooms. Most of us, if not all. Usiku unajishuku, but most of us, if not all, do that. And of course, let me see a bit of statistics right here. But before we get to the statistics, before we get to those statistics, why is hand washing such a big deal? You know, someone might be asking, ni kwa nini mpaka globally this has been recognized, and if it's a health thing, you are sure that the WHO, that is the World Health Organization, the World Health Organization is involved in any holiday, in any commemoration of any day health-wise. Okay, so why would the World Health Organization take this as such a big deal? Now, according to their statistics, that the WHO statistics, hand washing with soap, we've already said, can reduce diarrhea by up to 40% and other infections. And this means that just by washing your hands properly can save millions of lives each and every year, especially children under 5. All right. But the concern around the world, 2 out of every 5 households still don't have simple place to wash their hands with soap and water. 2 out of every 5 household. Sasa wewe uko kwa hao 3 wenye hawayuko ama uko kwa hawa 2 wenye wako? Do you have a hand washing facility in your house? That's a very big question, by the way. And that is a major concern of WHO. And in Africa, even in some parts of Kenya, many schools and communities still face these same challenges. And the Global Day reminds us that hygiene is not just a personal habit. You know, it's a public health responsibility, and when we keep our hands clean, we protect not only ourselves, but we also protect our families, our children, and the entire community. And this is why it is so important for us to wash our hands. This is very important for you to know how to wash your hands. And I know that wakati wa COVID, we did see a lot of these videos that were showing us how to wash our hands. And today, allow me to take you back there. You are going to allow me, because I'm going to take you back there, because we are going to know how to wash our hands today. All right. But before that, let me see culprits. Wacha nione culprits. All right. Good morning, Oracle TV. The whole family is watching now. Okay, the whole family is watching now, and I as the mother napatia mtoto tu macho hapa. Okay, yeah, napatia mtoto tu macho hapa as a teenager. Okay, kidogo ni kama sielewi message yako, Fred. As a teenager, she should. Okay, I'm going to decode that much later. But anasema anapatiana too much. Mumesikia. Good morning, Ruth. Good morning. This is Natasha. Natazama kutoka Kangemi. We are loud and clear. We had missed Impact Dialogues. We had missed you too. Na anasema my health tip of the day. My health tip of the day: a prayer a day keeps the devil away. Mumeamua leo ni similes na mafumbo. Ni sawa tu. A prayer a day keeps the devil away. Tumesikia gym a day keeps obesity away. Kidogo nisikie an apple a day keeps the doctor away. But anyway, thank you so much. Kangemi is loud and clear. Tunawapenda sana. Hello Oracle TV. Munyisia na watazama kutoka Meru County. Loving the show. Okay, listen to Munyisia. So Munyisia anauliza aje, ati inafaa tuoshe mikono kabla tupike. Ulisikia wapi? Munyisia, you are supposed to wash your hands before you cook. Munyisia ananiuliza nilisikia wapi. But thank you so much for tuning in. We do love you and we do appreciate you. We have a call coming in. Let me see if I can pick that. Okay, just give me a second. Oracle TV, hello. Oracle TV, hello. I think we lost that one. It's well. Check your network and call us again. And we are going to pick your call. All right, we are going to pick your call in just a few, but make sure you call us. Ni wale watu wa kucheck in. Good morning, Ruth. Nime-check in late, but I am tuned in from Kikuyu. Thank you, Esther. Anasema I am tuned in from Kikuyu, learning so much about washing our hands. Thank you so much, and thank you for listening as well. Do continue sending in your messages, and I'm also calling us. Kwa yule ambaye nime-miss call yake, I'm so sorry. I was reading something else, but just call back again and we are going to pick your call. Let me see on Facebook if we have someone else who has commented right there. If you're just joining us, this is Impact Dialogues and we are talking about global hand washing. Na tunaulizana, how many times do you wash your hands in a day? Munyisi ya kutoka kule Meru ametuuliza ati kama lazima mtu oshe mikono wakati anapika. You have to. I mean, if you want to eat good food, if you don't want infections in your food, you have to. All right, do continue coming in. Thank you so much for all those who are joining us on Facebook. Tunawapenda sana. Good morning, Ruth. Good morning, Mary. Natazama kutoka Olkalao. Asante sana. Thank you for your compliment. Na anasema anaungana na ule wa kahawa. Guys, weka kahawa yako. Tulisema kila mtu na kahawa yake. Sijui tunaulizana nini na hii kahawa. Amesema ameungana na ule wa kahawa. Hoping this time around iko na generosity ya kahawa. Generosity lazima ikue. But thank you so much. We see someone else. Good morning, Oracle TV. Stacy, natazama nikiwa Murang'a County. Learning so much about washing hands. Nauliza ati, is there a right way of washing our hands? We are going to be looking into that because we are also going to look at how to wash our hands and with soap, actually, because today is not only a global hand washing day, it is a global hand washing day with soap. Si maji peke yake, because soap takes away all the germs. When you wash with water alone, it doesn't do much, but with soap it does much. We are going to look into that, but first of all, allow me to give you the statistics, okay? Allow us to, so you can see how serious this is. Allow us to look at the statistics of that, because actually, let me see. Let us look at deaths due to unsafe hand washing water. This is according to WHO, by the way. This is the world statistics. Now, about 1.4 million deaths per year. All right? 1.4 million deaths per year. This is globally. Could be prevented by improving access to safe water, sanitation, and hygiene, including good hand washing. This is according to the World Health Organization. If we adopt a culture of hand washing, all right, we could reduce deaths of around 1.4 million. And how do these deaths occur? It is due to these diseases. We have diarrhea. People can diarrhea until they go. We have typhoid. We have so many infections that come due to a lack of hand washing. And according to WHO, 1.4 million deaths could be prevented if we adopt a culture of hand washing. And also, over 1 million are from diarrhea diseases. The deaths over 1 million are from diarrhea diseases. And of course, among children under 5, unsafe hand washing contributes roughly to 7.6% of all deaths in the age group. All right? Then let me give you an example here. About 395,000 under 5, that is under 5 years deaths in 2019 were from diarrhea and acute respiratory infections due to inadequate water, sanitation, and diarrhea. This is also according to the World Health Organization. And hand washing can help because it reduces, we had looked at this when we started, it reduces diarrhea diseases by approximately 40%. We had looked at that, right? And also it can reduce acute respiratory infections around 21%, okay? And diseases burden, of course, can be reduced if we hand wash, because unsafe hand washing, that is in 2019, was responsible for 74 million disease burdens. You can imagine, that's a huge number. That's actually a lot of people. And also in the same year, acute respiratory infections from inadequate hand washing also contributed to roughly 17 million burden of diseases. And there is nothing as good as coming back home. Let us come back home and see how much hand washing affects our health as a nation. And here in Kenya, households with hand washing facilities, 25% of Kenyans. How many are we right now? fanya hiyo hesabu na 25% of us, so 25% of Kenyans have hand washing facilities with soap at home. With soap and water at home, and this is actually a huge breakthrough, and this was a highly raised up, or this was highly encouraged by the COVID-19 ilitufunza adabu ya kuoga mkono, and this is what actually increased this. But access to basic hand washing facilities at home, let's see, in 2022 37.6% of Kenyans had access, all right, with variation. That is 44% in urban areas and 34.6% in rural areas. Now, access to basic sanitation services in Kenya, this is how they look, all right? So, in according to the statistics, in urban areas, hand washing facilities are more available compared to rural areas, and safe hand washing water. And of course, we look at the prevalence of any hand washing with or without soap. Among caregivers, 92% report washing hands at critical times, but only 60% use soap. That is where the problem is. 92% of Kenyans wash their hands, but 60% use soap. So kuna ile bado ka percentage yenye inaosha mikono bila sabuni. And let me give you an example of Makueni County. 59.3% practice hand washing before cooking, but only 12% after taking children to the toilet. This is according to the government of Makueni County. So as much as we are improving, there are some areas that we still need to look at. And these areas are going to increase. They are going to, be looked into when we adopt this culture. And allow me to look at this as well. Effects of wash and hygiene intervention of diseases, diseases that are integrated with the washing and nutrition. This is according to 2022, 58.2% decline in all cause of diarrhea in intervention areas and 22% in control. So in some of these areas, that is 58.2% don't wash their hands, and diarrhea ndo inawapiga kuwapiga, compared to 22.2%. All right. And of course, even though a large portion of people report washing hands at critical moments, the use of soap and having proper hand washing stations are much lower. And of course, rural areas are still struggling with this part of hand washing, and health facilities and schools are also trying the best they can to improve on hand washing. All right. I know that's a lot of information, and that only shows us how important it is for us to adopt a culture of hand washing. When you go to the toilet, after you come out of the toilet, please wash your hands. Apart from that, before you cook, wewe mwenyisi wa Makueni, umuuliza kama ni lazima, it is a must. Before you cook, normalize. And of course, for parents who have younger children, when you take your child to the toilet, ukimwosha mikono pia wewe osha mikono yako hapo, because we've seen that it reduces a high rate of diseases. And because I've seen a question of how is it that we should wash our hands, I have a video right here, and I know you did see most of these videos wakati wa COVID-19, ndio wakati hizi videos zilikuwa zinatembea. But allow me to take you back to that era, not the disease era, but the era of washing our hands with soap. So let's take a look at how we are supposed to wash our hands.
Become a hand washing hero in just 8 steps. Wet your hands with clean water. Apply soap to your hands. Rub the backs of your hands with interlocked fingers. Continue rubbing your hands together to create more foam. Rub your palms and between your fingers. Scrub the backs of your palms with your fingers. Don't forget to rub and clean your thumbs. Rub and clean your wrists as well.
najua kuna wenye mmerudishwa kwa era ya kuosha mikono. Kwa ile era tulikuwa tunaambiwa wash your hands, but you've seen how that video shows. Na umeona how you're supposed to wash your hands. You are supposed to rub vizuri and make sure that you clean all your fingers as well. Clean all your fingers as well. Once you rub your soap first, tumeona hiyo, then you rub the soap into your hands, then clean your fingers one by one. Zote 10, one by one, one by one, one by one, one by one. And once you're done, rinse your water using running water. Tumesema mambo ya kuosha mikono kwa basin tumekata. Why? Because we are recycling germs and we are recycling dirt. Once umeosha mkono, hiyo uchafu ishaingia kwa maji, when you take the water again to start washing your hands again, it becomes an issue because you are recycling you're recycling the germs. Okay, but the video is right there. Apply soap on your hands. I think we did see that. Unaona? Apply soap on your hands. Then you rub the back of your hands. Actually, the back of your hands. Kwa sababu wengine wetu tuoshangi huko. And then number 4, you continue rubbing. Make sure that you rub all together between your palms. Right here, between your palms. You rub well between your palms right here. And then you scrub the back of your palms. Scrub the back of your palms. I know it takes a long time, but it is worth it, okay? Make sure you scrub your wrists as well. And for those who have nails, wasichana, nimekuja kwenu. For those who have nails, my baby girls, for us who have nails, make sure that you also clean in there. Uko ndani ya makucha, make sure that you clean there. And then once you're done, rinse your hands using running water. Tap, running water. Tap, running water. And you are going to be safe. I am watching you from Nairobi. I'm also a microbiologist. Oh, thank you so much. Profile yako inasema ni Dr. Theo. Thank you so much for watching us and for keeping it Oracle Television Network. We do love you and we do appreciate you so much for keeping it Impact Dialogues. Good morning, Ruth. For the first time, nimejua sioshangi mikono vile inafaa. But allow me to laugh with you. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you. Nimejua sioshangi mikono jinsi inafaa. It is well, we all here to learn. We are all learning and we are all hoping for a better health. And that is why Health Wednesdays are very important. That's why you cannot afford to miss a Health Wednesday, an Impact Dialogues Health Wednesday. You cannot afford to miss because it is super, super important. Let me see someone else. Hello. Napenda sana. All right. Anasema, hello, napenda sana hii program. Okay. Really enjoying the show. Thank you so much. Nimepata message yako. We are going to take care of that immediately after the show. All right. Thank you so much. I do have someone else here. Anasema, good morning, Ruth. Good morning. It is always good to see you on Impact Dialogue. Kidogo tudhani umetutupa. Sijawatupa jamaa. Na watupa ni watupe tuende wapi. Sijawatupa. Mimi and my cup of coffee, we are here for you. Mimi and my cup of coffee, we are here for you. We cannot tupa you. Tuko na wewe pamoja. But thank you so much for keeping it Oracle TV. Mwingine anasema hapa, good morning, Ruth. Hiyo message imeenda wapi? Let me look for it. Good morning, Ruth. Good morning. Anasema ni Jane. Anatazama kutoka Nakuru Free Area. Loving the show. Asante kwa kutuonyesha kuosha mikono. Tafadhali rudia. Mahali unafaa kuosha mikono. All right, that video, we are going to put a split screen on that so that you can repeat that again. Jane, we are going to do that for you. We are going to repeat that again for you. Just for Jane, for the sake of Jane, who wants to know how we are supposed to do it, okay? So once you put soap on your hands, okay? Once you put soap, and I would suggest actually use liquid soap. Why do we say liquid soap? Kwa sababu, especially if you are a family, ukitumia ile bar soap, ukuje urub mikono yako hapo kwa bar soap, mwingine akuje rub mikono yake kwa bar soap. You see how that happens. So if you can find liquid soap, I would strongly suggest that. But once you put water, once you put the soap on your hands, you just rub it. Then make sure you scrub your palms right here, like you see on screen there. Make sure that you scrub on your palms right here, back and forth. Once you're done on this side, kuja hii side. Scrub, 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 scrub. It is all scrubbing. That is why tunatumia uso. Make sure you scrub, and also in between the fingers. Rub mpaka huku katikati ya vidole, because germs will hide anywhere, okay? In between your fingers, scrub, scrub, scrub your palms as well. Right here, make sure you do not give germs any chance. Okay, and in some areas utapata they also tell you to you know, finger by finger. In some areas, if you feel you want to do it, but after umefanya hivyo, you made sure that you scrubbed on top of your hand, scrub in your palms, between your fingers. Na wale wako na makucha, au ma baby girls, Jenna, I assume you're a baby girl, pia wewe makucha huku ndani, make sure that pia unaingia huko ndani, and then you use running water to rinse your hands. Once you rinse your hands are perfectly clean. The video is right there. You can see it again. You apply soap, then rub the back of your hands right here. All right, rub the back of your hands right here. Once you rub, continue rubbing. This is the in between your fingers. You rub in between your fingers, then your palms right here, your palms and your fingers right here. You can do the finger rub also, the 10 of them. Then behind your arms, make sure that behind your hands as well, make sure you scrub right there. Then the wrists as well, it is important. Now hapo kwa wrist ongeza nails pia. Then use tap running water to rinse your hand, to rinse your hands, to rinse your hands, and you are going to have cleaned your hands, na mikono yako itakuwa safi. That is how you wash your hands. Jen, I'm hoping tumeelewana. Duncan Chebui, thank you so much. Oh, the microbiologist ni anasema anaitwa Duncan Chebui. Asante sana kwa kukana sisi. We do love you and we do appreciate you. Do continue sending me your messages 0711 176 006 and tell me your health tip of the day, where you're watching us from, and how many times do you wash your hands. Kuna message nimeona hapa ya msichana anaitwa Naomi, na Naomi ananiambia good morning Ruth, good morning. Thank you for your compliment Naomi. Alafu anaendelea kusema wengine wetu tulikuwa tunaosha mikono before tukule, kumbe hata before we cook we are supposed. Oh yeah, that's true Naomi. Yeah, anasema ati alikuwa anaosha before akule, but kumbe hata before upike. Wash your hands before you cook. Jipende. And I always say every step of a healthier you is when you recognize, or when you learn the fact, or you come to terms with the fact that it is only you and you that is going to take care of your health. You know, we always say that this is a hema. For Christians, you understand that. Enone hema, in Greek, that is what they say. This is a tent. All right, but you also have to take care of this tent. Why? Because this body is the temple of the Holy Spirit, and sasa kama una feed everything, you're going to diarrhea. You don't tell me that you're going to have a very stable spiritual life when your physical health is deteriorating. You cannot do that. For your physical health to be, for your spiritual life to be okay, you also have to have your physical health okay. Because kama niyo masaa ya kucharge for prayer, you need your body to be very strong. You need your body to be very healthy. Kama hiyo ni kufast, you need your body to be very healthy. And these are some of the habits that we are supposed to adopt to ensure a healthier future. All right, but thank you so much for everyone who is learning and everyone who is joining us. I love hearing from you, and I love reading your messages. Let me see anyone else. Wacha nione kama kuna mtu mwingine. Give me a minute. Nimepoteza messaging app. Just a minute. Yeah, found it. Praise God, Oracle TV. Praise God. Anasema good morning. Loving the show. Learning about washing hands. And by the way, will there be a service today? Of course there has to be a service today. It's on Wednesday. Yeah, if you're just joining us and you do not know, we always have a Holy Communion service leo. Mwenye anauliza if you have a service leo, we do have a service. We have a service leo at 5 p.m. a Holy Communion service, and we make sure that you are here for that part of the service. Hello, I'm Leo Arnald zimeniamulia Elijah from Laikipia. Anasema nimejifunza kuosha mikono leo. All right, thank you so much Elijah. We do love you and we do appreciate you. Good morning Ruth, good morning. A health tip of the day, tukunywe maji kwa wingi na tupendane. Love is like a medicine. Oh, okay. Love love is like a medicine. It heals the soul. That's amazing. Tupendane. That's actually a good health tip. And good thing is when do wakonza kutuambia your health tip. Actually, I've never heard anyone else talk about love. But thank you so much. Love is like a medicine. Love is like a medicine. I do love that. Good morning, Ruth. Good morning. Loving the show. My health tip of the day. A fruit a day keeps the doctor out. Na nilijua tu lazima mseme a fruit a day keeps the doctor away. Mwingine hapa ananiambia good morning Ruth. Ni Rotich natazama kutoka Nakuru. Friday ni mimi na wewe, hiyo zawadi lazima nipate. Ni sawa Rotich. You know I have a record of people not winning my gifts. Sijui kama riddles ndo zinakuanga ngumu sana ama what happens in between, but Friday amesema ni mimi na yeye lazima make sure ameshinda hiyo zawadi. Make sure you win it. Make sure you win it. At least hata tukue na mtu wa kwanza before mwaka ishe. Imagine mwaka ikiisha guys and no one has won a gift. This gift has been there for the longest time and no one has won it just because riddle, sijui kama ni riddle imekuwa ngumu ama what happens, but we shall see about that. Good morning. My name is Charity. Natazama kutoka Githurai. Charity from Githurai. Thank you so much. Anasema hand washing is really important, especially for those who live in slum areas. It is not where you are. It is your decision. And it is not where you are. It is your decision. And it is your decision and your understanding. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Charity from Githurai. Anasema it is according, usiseme ati tuko rural. And by the way, we are reading the statistics. Umeona that the rural areas are lagging a bit behind when it comes to hand washing than the urban areas. And wewe mwenye uko urban areas, usikose mahali pa kuoshea mikono, na mtu wako rural areas pia yeye akose mahali pa kuoshea mkono. And it is so funny that actually 25% out of the whole Kenyan population, only 25% has hand washing facilities at home. Munaosheanga mikono wapi guys? Munaosheanga mikono wapi guys? According to statistics, that is what the statistics says, that according 25% of Kenyans, that is the 25% of the whole population, have hand washing facilities at home. Now, I don't know about offices. Kama ofisi kwenu hakuna, make sure you be the first one. Be a leader. Be a leader and introduce that culture. Why? Because where you stay, your environment is very important. Kwa sababu nikikuja nishike hii kikombe, nimetoka washroom, nimekuja nimeshika hii kikombe, and nimeenda nikaosha mkono bila sabuni, mwingine akakuja akashika hii kikombe, mwingine akuja ashike hii kikombe. And actually kikombe is the least of our worries. Desks, okay? The desks that we use in the office. Wewe umekuja umeguza hapo, mwingine amekuja ameguza hapo. And I think COVID-19 taught us a lesson when it came to that, how germs can really transfer from one source to another. They stay on surfaces until someone comes and picks them. Nikikuja kwa hii desk and then I touch it, I've left my germs there and I've picked the others, I've picked all of them, nimeenda nazo huko. And then you find, that's why you find if one person is diarrheaing, almost the whole office is diarrheaing. If one person has a flu, especially flus, unapata mtu ana sneeze leo, ako na homa, in the next 2 days kila mtu kwa hiyo ofisi ako na homa. Why? Hand washing is important. When you sneeze, when you blow your nose, go wash your hands. That is what the rule says. And don't wash your mikono. And especially at home, I think the upper home, that is where we get caught. Even in our families, unapata, when one person has a flu, within that week, the whole family is going to be, infected. And why? It's one of the reasons why that is hand washing, and one of the ways to prevent that infection, one of the ways to prevent, mixing all that is by washing your hands. Make sure you wash your hands with soap and water. Kitui iko loud and clear. Huyu ni Damaris. Damaris anatuambia Kitui iko loud and clear. Kutoka leo nitakuwa faithful hand washer. Kutoka leo nitakuwa faithful and washer. Thank you so much, Damaris. We do love you and we do appreciate you, and do continue talking to us. Namba yangu iko hapo on the screen, 0711 176 006. Let me see someone else right here. Catherine, asanti sana, na watch kutoka hapa Nairobi, na anatuambia let me read that. I don't know how to pick and read. Na anatuambia the biggest challenge about washing hands in Nairobi is the busy day-to-day life. But thank you for reminding us that it is important because it is our health. Tip yangu ya leo, watu waoshe mikono. Thank you so much, Catherine, kutoka hapa Nairobi, lakini hajatuambia Nairobi wapi. And it is true, we all have busy days. Everyone has a busy life, something going on in your life. But as much as we have all these busy things happening, you have to remember your health. Okay, you have to remember that to work towards a healthier you, and that is the sole importance of Impact Dialogues Health Wednesday, to make sure that we are working towards a healthier you. Now I do see more and more messages are coming in. Christine kutoka Roysambu anasema Roysambu signal ilikuwa imepotea jana but imerudi leo. We thank God for that. Asante kwa kutufunza kuosha mikono. Thank you so much. Hiyo zawadi napeanangu alini. Christine. Hiyo zawadi napeanangu on Friday. On Friday we always have social Fridays, and we have a riddle, and whoever wins the riddle or gets the answer right, they walk away with a gift. But I am currently holding a record where none of my gifts have been won. People try, but time inaishanga kama hakuna mwenye amepata jibu, and kama hajapata jibu narudi na zawadi yangu nyumbani. So Christine, hoping wewe na Rotich ameniambia tuonane Friday. Hoping wewe na Rotich muko ready for that gift, all right? But that's that. Habari ya asubuhi. Anauliza directions. Okay, directions to come here for the service. So we are located along Murang'a Road in Ngara. For those of you who have never known, this is the Mountain of Deliverance Church, Nairobi. By the way, Oracle TV is in the Mountain of Deliverance Church, Nairobi, and we are located along Murang'a Road, Ngara, just next to Aqua Plaza. All right. So if you're coming from Thika Road, it's easier. You just take any matatu that is coming to town. If you're coming from Thika Road, okay, waambiwa kushukishie Desai Road. Desai Road is next to Pioneer University, just right there. Drop kidogo, we are in the third building. Utaruka building ya kwanza is a church, then Aqua Plaza, and then us, Mountain of Deliverance Church, Nairobi. Or you can choose kushukia hapo kwa stage, or you can choose kushukia Ngara, because actually hapo kwa gate yetu tuko na stage, alright? But you can still choose kushukia Ngara, unapanda kidogo, and then you get here. That is our building right there. Beautiful building, and you can see our very magnificent, elegant logo right there, Oracle TV. So this is our building right here. So if you're coming here for the Wednesday Empowerment and Holy Communion service, this is the building you are to look for. And let me tell you, even if you want to, you cannot ignore it. Ushaona building yenye unaiona na uwezi ignore, hiyo imagine uwezi ignore, because it has glory shining all around it. So hao ni watu wa Thika Road. If you're coming from town, if you know Koja, chukua gari pale Koja, waambie kushukishia Ngara. Actually Koja, they have gari zinakuja Ngara, and it's actually 30 shillings ukipandia Koja. It's actually 30 shillings. Sometimes unaweza bahatika upate 20 shillings. And if hautaki kuteseka hapo tu Koja, kuna watu wa boda, it's 200 shillings. Mwambia kulete hadi hapa, atakuleta. But if you're using a matatu from Koja, ushukie Ngara. Once umeshukia Ngara, there is a footbridge right there, because it's on a highway. So there's a footbridge right there. So use the footbridge to cross to the other side. Once you cross to the other side, endelea na hiyo safari. Usirudi na town, ena ni kama unaenda na Thika Road, then we are right there 150 meters. 100 to 150 meters. That is the bridge I'm talking about, by the way. And you are about to see our building. That's our building right there. That is Ngara. Hapo utashukishiwa upande hii bridge, then upande kidogo, then you are going to get us right here, our magnificent building. And in case you get lost, our numbers are always open. You see that number that you just saw there, 0711-176-006. You can always call and we will always give you direction to where our church is located. Okay, so tonight I am expecting as many of you as possible. Yes, we've talked about our health, but we also need to check our spiritual health. Usiangalie hema, usahau you know you are the spirit, and this is the hema. As much as we're taking care of this hema or this tent, we need to take care of us, as we are the spirit now, the spirit in this hema. We also need to take care of it, and one way of taking care of this spirit is by coming to church on Wednesday, because it is Bible study. Let the word of God dwell in you richly. If you're not feeding your spirit with the word of God, then you're starving your spirit, because the word of God is food for the spirit. All right, it is food for the spirit, and you have to make sure that you feed your spirit well. Make sure your spirit man are strong, so that you don't faint in the day of battle. Ni kama venye ukikaa njaa saa hizi the whole day, kuna mtu atakuja kukuwa, utakuwa na nguvu, mtu akuja kukugonga ngumi, utakuwa na nguvu ya kurudisha hiyo nguvu. But if you're eating well, if you're strong, if you're healthy, akileta hiyo ngumi utampiga tu hiyo ngumi. All right, it is the same way. Do not allow yourself to faint in the day of battle because your spirit man is hungry. Don't allow that. Come and let us partake of the Holy Communion. Come and let us learn the word of God. That is right there, Empowerment and Holy Communion service, and this happens each and every Wednesday. Each and every Wednesday from 5 p.m. right here at the Mountain of Deliverance Church, Nairobi. And because I see we are out of time, before we go, it will be an injustice if I do not ask this. Watu wa Impact Dialogues, tulisema tunakuwa pale kwa msafara wa kwanza wakati watu wengine wanabarikiwa. Have you partnered with Mountain of Deliverance Church today? Have you partnered with Mountain of Deliverance Church today? Have you? Kama hauja partner, let us take our phones. Have you partnered with Mountain of Deliverance Church Nairobi today? Have you sent your 100 shillings for the building? Now, in case you're wondering why we are partnering, this is the reason why. This building you see right here. Yes, this building you see right here, the one I've just shown you, that magnificent building, Mayona, we are paying mortgage for it each and every single month, okay? You can see that building right there. And unaona logo ya Oracle TV. Oracle TV is in Mountain of Deliverance Church, Nairobi. Yeah, where I'm live right now, I'm actually live in this building that you're seeing right here. And so this building is on mortgage. We have been paying mortgage for it each and every single month. And we thank the Lord, by the way, because hakuna mwezi tumeshindwa kulipa mortgage. And that is because of you who joins us each and every day with your 100 shillings, with your 1,000 shillings, with whatever you give to help us offset this mortgage. And now we are calling unto you. I am calling unto you. Today was me and you. Sindio, leo ilikuwa show yangu na wewe. I am calling unto you wherever you're watching us from, whether in Kitui, tunaona wapi kwingine, Trans Nzoia, Garissa, watu wa Narok County, watu wa Oloitoktok niliambiwa kwa border ya Tanzania na Kenya, hapo watu wa Oloitoktok, wherever is it that you're watching us from, I am calling you to be a partner with Mountain of Deliverance Church Nairobi. You who is an Impact Dialogues fanatic, or you who loves the Impact Dialogues, I want you to hold hands with me as we support the Mountain of Deliverance Church Nairobi, as we offset the mortgage of the Mountain of Deliverance Church Nairobi. And how do we do this? How do we do this? By our pay bill number. That is our pay bill number for Oracle TV. That is 171133. But I want us to partner with Mountain of Deliverance Church Nairobi today. And this is by 4130-469, and I want us to do it together. Nataka tufanye pamoja ndio kusikue kuna mwenye atabaki nyuma. Let me also get to my M-Pesa so we can do it together, all right? So tuanze, everyone has their phones. Okay. We go pale M-Pesa, and then we have Lipa na M-Pesa. Then we have pay bill. We are using pay bill, okay? Then watakuitisha business number. Now business number is 4130-469. 4130-469. 469, unaweka okay. Then account, here is where the gist is. Account, you put your need. Account, you put what you want God to do for you. Account, you put your name, your need, or whatever it is that you want good for you. Maybe it's a job you want, you put in your job. Let me write my need. I've written my need right there. And then we are going to the amount. Amount minimum is 100 shillings. Lakini inaweza kuwa wewe grace yako na 100 ni kama haziendani. Wewe grace yako it's above 100 shillings. So you can also give 1,000. You can give 10,000. You can give 50,000 depending on what you want, or rather depending on what you want to give, or depending on what the spirit tells you to give. Unaeka okay, then tuko pale kwa M-Pesa pin. Tunasemanga hiyo ni siri yako, hata kama utaweka hivi ndio uweke, ina shida, wewe weka tu, but M-Pesa pin, unaweka M-Pesa pin, then we put okay. After putting okay, you would have partnered, Mountain of Deliverance Church International. Mountain of Deliverance Church International, and you would have partnered with Mountain of Deliverance Church Nairobi. Thank you so much for your partnership. Thank you so much for holding hands with me and partnering with us. May God bless you, and may He continue increasing you. And thank you for joining us for Impact Dialogues Help Wednesday. Thank you so much. That is our pay bill number. Kama ujaweka yako, make sure that you put there 4130-469. Use that pay bill number, guys. 4130-469. 4130-469. Account, you put your need, you put your name. And the man of God said your name could be prosperous, it could be husband, it could be wife, it could be billionaire, it could be millionaire, it could be job, it could be promotion, whatever it is that you want God to do for you. Attach a need to that 100 shillings, because it is a sacrifice. Attach a need to that sacrifice. All right, and thank you so much for joining us and for partnering with us. Until next time, we meet again on Friday for our Impact Dialogues Social Fridays. And yes, we are going to be having the riddle of the day that day. And I'm hoping Rotich na wenzako mutakuja prepared, because I'm also going to come prepared. I am also going to come prepared. But without any much further ado, thank you so much from right here at the Oracle TV. My name is Ruth Wanjiru. I do love you, I do appreciate you, and I do honor you. Until I see you on Friday, stay safe, stay blessed, and stay happy.